Hey, champs of Examsnet. Welcome to the question series of Examsnet. Today we'll be solving RRB NTPC CBT-1 5th Jan 2021 Shift 1 paper. You know, this paper is having about 100 questions. There are going to be 4 sections: English, GK, Maths, and Mental Ability. Around 25 questions will be from each of the section. Hope you're already well prepared for the exams, and this question paper will help you get prepared even better. So let's start with today's paper. Before that, here's a quick reminder about our website, www.examsnet.com. There you will find not only this, but a number of other entrance exam question papers with their detailed solutions. So do visit our website to explore it more, and you can also download our app. The link is available in the description box. So best of luck, students. Let's start with today's paper. Here we go. Very first GK question. Who was 8th Secretary General of UN, that is United Nations? Antonio Guterres, Kofi Annan, U Thant, or Ban Ki-moon? The correct answer is option B, Ban Ki-moon. He was United Nations 8th Secretary General. His first priority has been to rally world leaders behind a series of emerging global concerns, ranging from climate change and economic turmoil to pandemics and rising food, energy, water pressures. He has worked to develop bridges and strengthen the organization by giving voice to world's poorest and most vulnerable people. His office, Mr. Ban, was in office from Jan 1st, 2007 till 31st December 2016. The General Assembly unanimously re-elected him for the second time on June 21, 2011. So we have option D, Ban Ki-moon, as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 2. It is asking which of the following Indian mines is one of the world's largest uranium mine. Is it Tumala Pale mine, Judugada mine, Nerva Pahar mine, or Bhatin mine? The correct answer to the question is option A, Tumala mine. This mine is a uranium mine which is found in Tumala Palli hamlet in Kadapa, Andhra Pradesh, India. The results of studies undertaken by India's Atomic Energy Commission 2011 led analysts to believe that this mine may hold one of the world's greatest uranium reserves. On July 19, 2011, Dr. S. Banerjee, Secretary of Department of Atomic Energy and Chairman of Atomic Energy Commission of India, confirmed 49,000 tons of uranium reserves and speculated that there could be 3 times that amount, making Tumapale the world's largest uranium mine. So we have option A as the answer to the question. Hope you got this one. We talk about Jadugada mine. It's a uranium mine which is located in Jaduguda village, which is Surbi Singhabum district, Jharkhand, India. Since April 1995, the Narva Pahar mine has been the world's completely machinized mine in operation. And if we talk about the Bhatin mine, it's a tiny underground mine 3 kilometers from Jaduguda. It uses Jaduguda mines infrastructure for most part. So option A is the answer to the question. Let's move to the next question, number 3. The ratio of two weights, that's 27 kg and 108 gram is. So first thing to note in this question, mathematics question, we have a kg over here and a gram over here. The units are different, and if you have to find out the ratio of both the weights, we have to go for the units. So 27 kilogram can be written as 27,000 grams. Let's find out the ratio. So 27,000 divided by 108. Let's do the calculation. So this will go at 250. So 250 is to 1 is the correct answer, and option D is the answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 4. Which temple in Thanjavur has Chola architecture and was built by Emperor Raja Raja? Is it Brihadivasra Temple, Nagantha Swami Temple, Thiru Thirumanan Jeri Temple, Lord Murugan Temple? The correct answer to the question is option A, that is Brihadisvara Temple. This temple is a Hindu shrine dedicated to Shiva. It is one of the largest temples in South India. South India's one of the largest temples. And model of fully realized Tamil architecture. It was built between 1003 and 1010 AD by Raja Raja Chola I. Chola I. This is 11th century temple's initial monuments were built around a moat. It contained the Gopura, the main temple, its high tower, as well as inscriptions, frescoes, sculptures, which are primarily associated with Shivism, but also Vaishnavism and Shaktism Hindu traditions. The temple has been damaged during its history, and some artwork has been lost. In the centuries that followed, more mandapams and monuments were built. If we talk about the Nanganatha Swami temple, this temple is also known as Kethu Satlam. Kethu Sthalam. It's a Hindu temple located 2 kilometers from Pumfuhar in the village of Kizihalapalam. So option A is the correct answer to the question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 5. How many D's are there in the following series which are immediately followed by W but not preceded by K? Okay, so you have to find out D's which are followed by W but not preceded by K. All right. So let's see it over here. Here is a D. It's not followed by W and it's preceded by K. So I will not consider this. Even not this one, because this one, second one, even this one is followed by W, but it's preceded by K. We don't want it to be preceded by K. So one is this pair, G, D, W. And then, okay, not this pair, not this D also. And yes, this is followed by W and not preceded by K. Even this pair, ZDW, is followed by W and not preceded by K. So I have 3 pairs, that is G, D, W, E, D, W, and Z, D, W. So I have 3 pairs. So option C is the correct answer to this question. Next is question number 6. 4 letter clusters have been given, out of which 3 are alike in some manner and 1 is different. You have to find out the odd one out. See, to solve the question, you have to use the alphabetical place value table. I hope you already know this table. If don't, then please remember this table, make this table before the starting of the paper, because it will help you a lot in many questions for this paper. So let's make it. Here is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, and M. Then I have N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 25, and 26. So here we have the first option. Let's check PSRQ. So it's PSRQ. P is at position 16, S is at 19, R is at 18, and this is at 17. All right. So here I'm having a plus 3, minus 1, minus 1. So plus 3, minus 1, minus 1. Let's look at the second one. V, Y, W, and X. V is at position number 22, 25, 24, 23. So plus 3, minus 1, minus 1. Same thing, plus 3, minus 1, minus 1. Next is CGEF. C is at 3, G is at 7, E is at 5, and F is at 6. So here I have plus 4, minus 2, plus 1. So here the logic is plus 4, minus 2, plus 1. Let's go for the last one, JMLK. J, M, L, and K. So the position of J is at 10, M 13, L is at 12, K is at 11. So plus 3, minus 1, minus 1. Plus 3, minus 1, minus 1. So these three are identical in the pattern. Only this is odd. That means option C is the odd one out and answer to our question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 7. Which of the following cities has emerged as the most important center with nearly half cotton mills of the state located there? Bengaluru, Madurai, Coimbatore, or Chennai? The correct answer is option C, Coimbatore. The state of Tamil Nadu has most hills, with the majority of them producing yarn rather than cloth. With over half of the mills located here, Coimbatore has emerged as the important center. Other prominent cities include Chennai, Madurai, Thanjavur, Salem, etc. So, cotton textiles have grown in Karnataka, cotton producing industry. Cotton textile sector is based on cotton producing Telangana region with the majority of mills spinning yarn. Telangana's Hyderabad, Secunderabad, and Warangal, as well as Andhra Pradesh, Guntur are key centers of it. So we have option C as the answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 8. Total cost per unit of output is known as average fixed cost or average cost or average variable cost or average product. Well, the average cost per unit of production is called AC. That is average total cost or average cost, because total cost or average cost, they are same things. So for that, we divide the total cost by the quantity produced by the company to find it. Total cost divided by the quantity. The average cost has a significant impact on how companies price their goods. Firm sales of specific commodities are directly proportional to the size of the market and how their competitors choose to operate. The cost on vertical axis and quantity on the horizontal axis, the average cost curve can be shown. So we have option B as the answer to the question. Next is question number 9. Who was Raja of Burdwan when permanent settlement was imposed? Was it Tej Chand, Mehtab Chand, Sangam Rai, or Abu Ray? The correct answer is option A, Tej Chand. Tej Chand was Raja of Burdwan at the time of permanent settlement was implemented. Following that, a state proposed under Mehtab Chand during the Santhal insurrection and 1857 revolution. Mehtab Chand assisted the British. A number of Raja of Burdwan's Mahal's estates were up for sale. In 1793, permanent settlement was imposed. The revenue that each zamindar was required to pay was set by East India Company. So option A is the correct answer to the question. Let's move to the next question. Question number 10. It says a bus passes two persons moving in the direction of a moving bus at the speed of 3 kilometers per hour and 5 kilometers per hour, respectively. The bus passes the first person in 10 seconds and second in 11 seconds. The speed of the bus is. Question number 10. A bus passes two persons moving in the direction of moving bus at the speed of 3 kilometers and 5 kilometers per hour, respectively. The bus passes the first person in 10 seconds and the second in 11 seconds. The speed of the bus is. So if I take here first person and second person, then speed in this case 3 kilometer per hour and here 5 kilometer per hour. Let's convert it into this is 5 upon 18. This is 25 by 18 meter per second. And here this will be 3 into 5 upon 18, which will be equal to 5 by 6 meter per second. So now bus passes the first person in 10 seconds. Bus passes first person in 10 seconds. And here bus passes second person in 11 seconds, right? So here the distance covered is speed upon time, speed into time. So 5 by 6 into 10, this will be 25 by 3 meters. And in this case, distance is 25 upon 18 multiply 11, which is equal to 275 upon 18 meters, right? So bus travels the distance of 275 upon 18 minus 25 upon 3. So 18 to 75 minus 25, 6 are 150. This gives you 125 upon 18. So this is distance. And speed will be given by distance upon time. So distance, that is this. And the time is this. So this is the speed of the bus in meters per second. But we are given kilometer per hour. So let's convert this into kilometers per hour. 125 upon 18 multiply 18 upon 5. This will give you 25 kilometers per hour. So the speed of the bus is 25 kilometers per hour. Option A is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 11. Select the option that is related to the third word in the same way second word is related to first. So Bihar and Jharkhand share some relationship. The same relationship exists between Chhattisgarh and what? See, if we look at Bihar and Jharkhand, then Jharkhand is a part of Bihar before year 2000. But from year 2000, Jharkhand separated from Bihar. Before year 2000, Jharkhand was part of Bihar. After year 2000, Jharkhand separated from Bihar. Same way, if we look at Chhattisgarh, so Chhattisgarh is related to Madhya Pradesh before year 2000. Before year 2000 or 2000 year, Chhattisgarh was part of Madhya Pradesh, that is MP. After year 2000, Chhattisgarh separated from MP. So I have option D as the answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 12. So in this question, you have to select the option that is best represented by the Venn diagram. Doctor, man, student. So this is okay, fine. This is the Venn diagram. It suits A, B, C, or D. Doctor, man, student. So if I look at this here, okay, let's say a man, if A represents a man may be a doctor or a student also. Some doctor are man, some man are student, some doctor are student, some doctor are student as well as man. So this portion represents a man who is doctor as well as student. This portion represents a man who is a student. Similarly, a man who is a doctor is represented by this portion, and a student who is a doctor is represented by this portion. So we have this correct arrangement over here. A can represent a man, B can represent a doctor, C can represent a student. So option A seems to be the correct fit over here. If I look at option 2, that is table, chair, furniture. No table is chair. So first thing, it will have some relationship like this. This is furniture. All tables are furnitures. All chairs are furnitures, but no table is a chair. So this is something like this. Next, gold, silver, ornaments. So I can have ornaments over here. This is gold and silver. Gold and silver, they are different things. So this is the correct representation. Next is family, parents, and children. Similarly, here is family, parents, and children. So this is satisfied only option A, and this is the answer to our question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 12, 13. A shopkeeper incurs a loss of 20% after selling a machine for 4,800 rupees. In order to gain a profit of 20%, at what price should the shopkeeper sell the same machine? So you are given first thing that the selling price is 4,800 rupees. Loss 20%. So the cost price is equal to selling price 100 minus loss percent into cost price. So selling price is 4,800 plus 100 minus 20. This gives me 80% of CP. So CP is equal to 4,800 plus 0.80 CP. This gives you 0.20 CP is equal to 4,800, or CP is equal to 4,800 multiplied by 100 upon 20. So this will cancel this and you have 140. So selling price comes out to be, cost price comes out to be question number 13. A shopkeeper incurs a loss of 20% after selling a machine for 4,800 rupees. So selling price is 4,800. Then the shopkeeper, incurs a loss of 20%. In order to gain a profit of 20%, what price should the shopkeeper sell the same machine? So see one thing, selling price is given by cost price minus loss percent of cost price. So, right, cost price, I don't know, selling price is 4,800 minus 20% of cost price. So this is equal to 0.80 of cost price, that is 4,800. 4,800 multiply 100 upon 80 is equal to cost price, which is equal to rupees 6,000. Now, he wants to earn a profit of 20%. At what price he should sell the machine? We got the cost price as 6,000. They want to have a profit of 20%. The selling price will be cost price plus 20% of cost price, which is 6,000 plus 20% of 6,000. So this will cancel, and 6,000 plus 1,200, which is equal to rupees 7,200. So this is the price at which he should sell the machine in order to have a 20% profit, and option B is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 14. In a certain code language, crude is written as BSTED. How is moist written in the same language? We'll be using the same alphabetical place value table which we talked about in the previous question. Alphabetical place value table. Let's go with this. Crude is written as this. So CRUDE is written as BSTED. B is at number 3. R is at number 18. U is at 21. D is at 4 and 5. B is at 2. S is at 19. T is at 20. 5 and 4. So here I have a -1, +1, +1, +1, +1, -1, sorry. Right? So we have the logic as -1, +1, +1, +1, -1. So look at this. Moist will be written as MOIST. M code is 13. O is at 15. I is at 9. S 19. And T is at 20. So let's go with this. -1, +1, +1, +1, -1. So M -1 is 12, which is L. 16, 10, 20, and 19. 16 is the position for P, H. Sorry, this is 10 is at J. 19, 20, 20 is T. And this is 19 is S. Question number 14. In a certain code, crew is written as BSTED. How is moist written in the same language? To solve the question, we'll be using the same alphabetical place value table that we discussed in the previous question. Alphabetical place value table. Using that, let's see. Crude, CRUDE. It's written as B, S, T, E, and D. C is at number 3. R is at 18, 21, 4, and 5. Number 2, 19, 20, 5, and 4. 3, -1, +1, -1, +1, and -1. So the logic is -1, +1, -1, +1, -1. Right? Looking at that, you have to find out how will the moist be written as. So let's write down moist, MOIST. M's code is 13, O is at 15, I is at 9, S is at 19, and T is at 20. -1, it gives me 12. 12 is the position for L. +1, 16. 16 is P. -1, 8 is H. +1, 20 is T. And -1, 19 is S. So I have LPHTS. LPHTS, which is option B. So this option B is the correct answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 15. View was the first experimental satellite telecommunication Earth station set up in 1967 in India. Is it Ahmednagar, Allahabad, Ahmedabad, or Aurangabad? The correct answer is Ahmedabad. The first experimental satellite communication Earth station, that is ESCES, was operationalized in Ahmedabad in 1967. And it also served as a training facility for Indian and international scientists and engineers. ISRO was clear that it did not need to wait for its own satellites to begin application development, and that foreign satellites may be utilized in the early phases to demonstrate that a satellite system can contribute to national development. The Satellite Telecommunication Experiments Project, that is STEP, a cooperative project of ISRO and the Post and Telegraphs Department P&T in 1977 to 79, used Franco-German Symphony satellite. So we have option C as the correct answer to the question, Ahmedabad. Next is question number 16. Which one of the following statements is true? Every complex number can be expressed in the form of a real number. Every integer is a natural number. Every real number can be written in the form of complex number, or every real number is an integer. So let's look at all the options one by one. First one, every complex number can be written in the form of real number. See, every complex number is actually every real complex number is actually a combination of real and imaginary number. But in the option say every complex number can be expressed in the form of real number, this is incorrect. Second, every natural number is integer, but every integer is not a natural number. So from option 2, every integer is a natural number. This is wrong. For example, if I say -3, this is an integer but not a natural number. Third, every real number can be written in the form of complex form. This is true. Every real number can be written in the form of complex form. That's absolutely true. So suppose it can be written as a plus iota into 0, where this is the real part, this is the imaginary part. If iota will be multiplied with 0, so this is a real number which can be expressed in the complex form. Fourth, every integer is a real number. This is incorrect. Every integer is a real number, but every real number is not an integer. So from this option, this is incorrect. I have option C as the correct answer. Next is question number 17. Land which is left without cultivation for one or less than one agricultural year is known as cultivable wasteland, net zone, net zone area, or current fallow. The correct answer is option D, current fallow. This represents that cropped area that is kept fallow during the current year. If a seeding area is not cropped against the same year, it may be treated as current fallow. If I talk about the cultivable wasteland, this includes land available for cultivation. Available for cultivation but not civilized during the current year and last 5 years or more in succession for one reason or another. Next, net sown area. It represents the total area sown with crops and orchids. Area sown more than once in the same year is counted only once. And wasteland, like which is not suitable for any agricultural activity, is a wasteland. So we have option D is the correct answer to the question. Next is question number 18. So you have to select the option which would come next in the series. Let's see. If I look at the series, here this arrow is moving clockwise 90 degree. That's right here. Clockwise 90 degree movement. So see this, then this, right? And then it's moving like this, and then in the upward direction. Let's see it over here, clockwise, like this, and then this, and then upward, and then after upward, it will move back in this same direction. So option C is the correct one. Hope you got that. Next is question number 19. Colonial rule was first established in Bengal, Surat, Delhi, or Bombay. Well, it was first established in Bengal. The East India Company, English East India Company, that is EIC, builds its Raj in the countryside, applied its revenue policies, and saw how these policies affected diverse groups of people. Bengal was the first place where colonial rule was established. The first attempts to recover rural culture and establish a new regime of land rights and new income system were made in the beginning. During the age of discovery, the region of Indian subcontinent that was under the jurisdiction of European colonial powers was known as colonial India. Conquest and trade, particularly in spices, was used to exert European authority. So option A is the correct answer to this question. Next is question number 20. When was the State Reorganization Commission formed in India? 52, 1952, 50, 53, or 1951? Well, in 1953, State Reorganization Commission was formed in India. It was particularly December 2022. December 22, 1953. The central government of India established the States Reorganization Commission, that is SRC, to suggest reorganization of state boundaries. The commission suggested in 1955, after nearly 2 years of research, that India's state boundaries be reorganized into 14 states and 6 territories. Fazil Ali, K.M. Panikkar, H.N. Kunzru were members of State Reorganization Commission. Fazil Ali, K.M. Panikkar, and H.N. Kunzru. The State Reorganization Act of 1956 implemented some of its proposals. So we have option C as the correct answer to the question, 1953. To be more particular, it's December 22, 1953. Let's move to the next question, number 21. The values so obtained on adding the sum and difference of the numbers, this is. Okay. So first of all, simple as that, you are given the two numbers, which is 3.03 and 2.05. So sum and difference, the value so obtained on adding sum and difference. So let's find out sum and difference of the two numbers. This and this. This is the sum and this is the difference between the two numbers. So required on adding, we get 5.08 minus 9.98. This is equal to, sorry, you have to add. So this is equal to 6.06. This is the answer to our question, 6.06, option C. Hope you got this. Next is question number 22. If x is equal to 2, y is equal to 5, you have to find out 5xy minus y squared. Very easy question actually. So sometimes I really feel surprised that these questions have very, very easy mathematical questions. So x is 2, y is 5 minus y square. This gives me 50 minus 25, which is equal to 25. That is option A. Hope you got this. Next is question number 23. In which part of neuron is information acquired? Is it axon, dendrite, cell body, or nerve ending? Well, the correct answer is option B, dendrite. If you look at the, okay, let's make neuron first, try and make neuron. I'm not so good in drawing, so something like this. I know it's not a particularly right one, but somewhere it looks like this. This is the basic diagram for a neuron. And if you look at the neurons, these are the dendrites, the one I'm drawing right now. Right? These are the dendrites. Students, do visit our website www.examsnet.com. There in the PDF, you will find a detailed explanation for the diagram and its parts clearly. So dendrite, if I talk about the dendrite, this is a part of the neuron which receives information. While the axon, if I'm looking at this axon, this is the component of the neuron which transmits information as an electrical pulse. The discharge of chemical compounds into the gap between the axon and dendrites is how information is transferred from neuron to neuron. Neurotransmitters are the substances involved, and neurotransmission is the mechanism. So we have option B as the answer to the question. In which part of neuron is the information acquired? Dendrites. Next is question number 24. You have to, okay, we have a trigonometric question over here. So very easy question. You have to find out sine 45 plus A minus cos 45 minus A. Oh, we'll be using trigonometric ratio of complementary angles over here. And that says sine 90 minus A is equal to cos A, and cos 90 minus A is equal to sine A. So let's go to the question. We have sine 45 plus A minus cos 45 minus A. So this can be written as sine 45 degree plus A minus. So if I'm considering this as some angle X, this can be written as sine 90 minus of X, which is 45 degree minus A. Right? Now let's open this. Sine 45 plus A minus sine 90 minus 45 will give you 45, minus minus plus, right? And these two will cancel, and I will have 0 as the answer. So option A is the answer to the question. I hope you got this. Next is question number 25. So which of the following is not a computer characteristic? Speed, accuracy, data storage, or intelligence quotient? Well, intelligent quotient is not a computer characteristic. A total score resulting from a set of standardized tests or subtests designed to estimate human intelligence is known as intelligence quotient or IQ. The physiologist William Stern invented the abbreviation IQ for this, for the German term intelligence quotient, which he used to describe scoring procedure for intelligence test at University of Breslau, that promoted in a 1912 book. So this is not a computer characteristic, rather speed, accuracy, data storage, they all are computer characteristics. We have option D as the answer. Next is question number 26. Anil and Balbir can finish a task in 3 days. They started working together, but after 2 days, Anil got injured. Balbir took 2 more days to finish the task. How many days can Balbir alone finish the same task? So first thing, when they both are working together, Anil plus Balbir, they take 3 days to complete the whole task. They worked together for 2 days. Then Balbir they worked together for 2 days. Then Anil got injured and Balbir took 2 more days to complete the work. Okay, after 2 days, Anil left. So now let's move to the solution. First thing, LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. So Anil, and this is 6 total work units. 6. Right? So Anil and Balbir do work 2 units per day. One day they are completing 2 units of work. Now they both worked together for 2 days. First will be 2 days work is equal to 2 into 2, which is equal to 4 units. So they completed 4 units of the work in 2 days. Work left 2 units, right? Okay. So also we have Anil's. Now, one thing, Anil completed the remaining work in 2 more days, right? So Anil completed the work, remaining work in 2 days, right? So how much work was left? 2 units. He took 2 days to complete the work. Anil's 1 day work is equal to 1 unit per day, right? Now, looking at this, Balbir's per unit work per unit work is equal to Anil plus Balbir's unit work minus Anil's unit work. Their unit work was 2 and Anil's was 1. So 1 unit per day. So Balbir alone can finish same task in 6 upon 1, that is equal to 6 days. Right? This is the answer we were looking for. Option D is the correct one. Hope you got this. Let's move to the next question. Question number 27 says the difference between the compound interest and simple interest on a sum of money at 10% interest for 2 years compounded annually is 50 rupees. You have to find out the sum of money. There's a shortcut formula for the difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years. Please note down this formula because mostly in the questions in the exams you have it for the 2 years. Difference is asked for the being asked for the 2 years, and the formula for the same for 2 years is given by P into R upon 100 square. This is for 2 years. For 3 years, this one is different. And otherwise, if you're going to calculate first the compound interest and then the simple interest and then find out the difference between the two, it is very time consuming, which is not good for your exams. So let's go. We have everything with us. It is said that the difference between the two is equal to 50 rupees. Let's go with this. This is equal to 50. Difference between compound and simple interest. Sum of money P I have to find out. Rate is given to you 10 upon 100 raised to the power 2. So this is equal to 50 into 10 because this will cancel into 10. This is equal to principal. That means rupees 5,000 is the principal amount. So I have option B as the correct answer for the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 28. When is International Day celebrated? 29th April, 28th, 27th, or 30th April? Well, the correct answer is option A, 29th April. The Dance Committee of International Theatre Institute, ITI, UNESCO's major partner for performing arts, developed International Dance Day as a global celebration of dance. Every year on 29th April, the event commemorates the birth of Jean-Georges Noiré, 1727 to 1810, the father of modern ballet. Through events and festivals organized on the date all across the world, the day aims to stimulate involvement and education in dance. ITI is officially recognized by UNESCO as events originator and organizers. Every year on 29th April, International Theatre Institute, that is ITI, invites its members, dancers, choreographers, dance students, lovers to a gala celebration to commemorate International Dance Day. So we have option A as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 29. Which of these is not a part of capital receipt, recovery of loan, disinvestment, borrowing, or tax? Well, the answer to the question is tax. Capital receipts are the cash received from the sale of fixed assets, company shares, or issue of debt instrument such as loans and bonds. Capital receipts are government revenues that either generate liabilities, for example, borrowing, or reduce assets, for example, disinvestment. A capital receipt occurs when the government raises funds by incurring liability or selling its assets. Revenue receipts are government receipts that do not increase obligations or deplete assets. These are tax revenues, interest, dividends on government investments, and other government receipts for services given. So tax is not a part of the capital receipt, and option D is the correct answer. Next is question number 30. It says, in which year was India's first nuclear reactor formally inaugurated by Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru? 1955, 67, 65, or 57? The correct answer to the question is 1957. Apsara, India's and Asia's first nuclear reactor. India's and Asia's first nuclear reactor went into operation on 4th August 1956 at 3:45 p.m. and was inaugurated by the Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru on January 20, 1957. Homi Jahangir Bamba founded the Atomic Energy Establishment Trombi, that is AEET, in January 1954. Dr. Homi Bamba intended to develop atomic energy research in India. Engineers and scientists from throughout the country who were working on the design and development of nuclear reactors were summoned to this facility. On March 15, 1955, the decision was made to construct India's first nuclear research reactor. Dr. Homi Bamba was in charge of the entire program This reactor was designed to look like a swimming pool and had a thermal capacity of 1 megawatt. The construction of the research reactor began on the grounds of Bamba Atomic Research Center. That is BARC. So we have option D as the answer to this question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 21. Who led the Khilafat movement? Mahatma Gandhi, Ali brothers, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, or none of the above? Well, Khilafat movement was led by Ali brothers. That's option B. Khilafat movement is a pan-Islamic force in India that began in 1919 with the goal of resurrecting the Ottoman Caliph as a symbol of unification among India's Muslim community during the British Raj. The movement was supported at first by Gandhi's non-cooperation movement, but it disintegrated once the caliphate was abolished in 1924. In the Indian history, the term Ali brothers refers to two brothers, that is Shaukat Ali, a politician who was there from 1873 to 1938, and Muhammad Ali, Johar, from 1878 to 1931. So we have Ali brothers. That's option B as the answer to the question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 32. Select the option that is related to the third word. In the same way, the second word is related to the first. So these two have some relationship. Same way, necklace is related to which word? See, April is related to shirt. Like April's like they are shirts. They are type of shirts. And similarly, jewelry, neck, chain, and gold. Jewelry is a type of necklace, or you can say necklace is a type of jewelry. So, shirt and April, they are related to each other. Same way, necklace and jewelry are related to each other. So, not this one. Option B, C, D. I have option A as the answer. Next is question number 33. Identify the principal organ of the UN which got suspended in 1994. International Court of Justice, General Assembly, Security Council, or Trusteeship Council. Well, the correct answer is Trusteeship Council. Trusteeship Council ceased operations on November 1, 1994. A month after Palau, the final remaining United Nations Trust territory, gained independence. The Council revised its rule of procedure on May 25, 1994. Revised its rules of procedure on May 25, 1994. To remove the requirement to convene annually and instead agree to meet the needed as needed by its decision or the decisions of the president or at the request of the majority of members, General Assembly or the Security Council. So we have option D as the correct answer to the question. Next is question number 34. Mathematical question before us. It says if the price of the grocery item consumed by a family increases by 25%, then what percent should its consumption reduce so as to keep the expenditure on this item unchanged? Well, everything is given to us in the percentage form. So first thing, let original price of grocery ₹100. So 25% increased price 25% of 100, which is equal to ₹25. So now it's asking by what percentage its consumption should be reduced so as to keep the expenditure on its item unchanged. Over here, reduction in consumption will be question number 34. If the price of the grocery item consumed by a family increases by 25%, Then by what percent should its consumption reduce so as to keep the expenditure on the item unchanged? Everything is given in the percentage form in the question. So we will assume the original price of grocery to be 100 rupees. Now increased price. It's said it's 25%. So you can write it as 25% of 100, which means 25 rupees. This is the increased price. Now it's asking you how much the consumption should reduce. So reduction in consumption will be given by 25 upon 100 plus this 25 multiplied by 100. This is the percentage. So this will be 25 upon 125 multiplied by 100, which will be 20%. So 20% consumption should be reduced. We have option B, A as the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 35. It is asking the balance of exports and imports of goods is referred to current account balance, current account deficit, or balance of trade. Well, the correct answer to the question is option D, balance of trade. The difference between the value of country's exports and the value of imports for a certain period is called balance of trade. Difference between value of country's exports and imports for a certain period this is called balance of trade. The main component of the country's balance of payment is balance of trade. The balance of trade between countries' goods and balance of trade between its services is sometimes reported separately. Trade balance, also known as international trade balance, commercial balance, or net exports, is a term used to describe the balance of commerce. So we have option D as the correct answer to the question. Let's move to the next question, number 36, mathematics question. You have to find out the value of the given expression. So this is 7 plus 5 minus 2 multiplies 7 plus 89. Let's write it down. See, simple as that. We have to use the BODMAS rule. This is a long expression. So nothing to worry. Very simple. We have to follow the BODMAS rule to solve the question. BODMAS rule says you that you have to solve first brackets, then of, then division, multiplication, addition, followed by subtraction. So first of all, that means in this question, we'll be solving these brackets. And within the brackets, I'll be solving the division first. So let's write it down, the whole expression. 7 plus 5 minus 2 multiplies 7 plus 89 minus 94 divided by 2 plus 33 divided by 3 plus 9 multiply 2 minus 7 divided by 11. So let's add this one. You will have 7 plus 5 minus 2 multiply 96 minus 94 divided by 2 plus 33 divided by 3 gives you 11 plus 9 multiply 2 gives you 18 minus 7 divide 11. So let's write it down. This will be 7 plus 5 minus 2 multiply 96. Next is 94 divided by 2. It is 47 plus 18 plus 11 minus 7. This gives me 22 divided by 11. So now I'll be dividing them. You will have 7 plus 5 minus 92. 96 twos is equal to 192. Yeah. Minus 47 plus 2. So this Three terms are of plus. Let's add them. You will have 14. Right? I think I have done it. So next one, this is minus 192 minus 47. This is 239. So out of this 239, if I'm subtracting 4, I will get 225. Minus 225, this is the answer to the question. Let's see. We have option B as the answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 37. So you have to find out the value of this expression. Again, a mathematics question. 2 by 5 multiply 350 plus 30% of 250. So 2 by 5 of this, let's write down BODMAS rule. Same thing will be followed in the question as well. Plus 30% of means multiply only. So 250. These two will cancel like this. So this will also cancel at 70. So 140 plus 75. This gives me 215. So we have option C as the answer to the question. Hope you got this. Next is question number 38. Again, a mathematics question. This is asking that you have to find out the value of this under root. Let's go for this. 361 upon 10 multiplied by 10 upon 1024. So these two will cancel out and let's check. 361 is actually the square of 19. So this you can write down 361 as 19 into 19 and 1024 is the square of 32. So 32 into 32. This will be equal to 19 upon 32. So I have option C as the answer. Hope you got that as well. Next is question number 39. Which of the following countries is a permanent member of United Nations Security Council? India, Japan, Canada, it's got to be Canada, and China. Well, the correct answer to the question is China. Permanent member of United Nations Security Council. There are actually 5 permanent members. They are also called Big Five or P5. There are 5 certain states granted a permanent seat in the UN Security Council by the United Nations Charter 1945. And those are China, Russia, UK, United Kingdom, and United States, France. Looking at that, we have option D, China, as the correct answer to the question. The permanent members were all allies in World War II and the world's winners, and they all are nuclear weapon powers. The General Assembly elects the remaining 10 members of the Council, bringing the total number of UN member states to be 15. Each of the 5 permanent members have a veto power, allowing them to block the passage of any substantive drought council resolution, regardless of worldwide support. We have option D, China, as the answer to the question. Let's move to the next question, number 40. Trigonometry problem with before you. You have to find out the sine of 15 degree. To solve the question, we can't find it out directly. I'll use alternative method. You need to know the formula sine A minus B. This is equal to sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. So let's go with this. Sine 15 can be written as sine 45 minus sine 45 minus 30 degrees. So here is A and here is B. So we know the values, right? Sine 45 cos 30 minus cos 45 sine 30. So sine 45, this is equal to 1 by root 2 and cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. and sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. So let's go on solving this. You will have root 3 upon 2 root 2 minus 1 upon 2 root 2, which gives you root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. So the correct answer to the question is option B. Hope you got that. Next is question number 41. So what is it? It's asking you what is the total surface area of the visible faces in the given figure. So this is the given figure. You have to find out the total surface area of it. See, to find the area of the total visible faces, we have to take the area of 12 sides, which are these. See over here. Let's see, first of all, I'll number it so it will be easier to go with. So let it be A, B, C, and D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, N. So now area of the visible faces. First area I will take area of A, B, J, I. This is the length, that is 15, and the width is got to be 7. This one is 7. So 15 sevens are is equal to 105 centimeters square. Next, area of I, J, G, H. Area of I, J, G, H. Right? So this is 7 into, this is equal to 5. See over here, this is 5, so this is 5. This is 5, then this is 5. If this is 5 and this is 5, so like that. So I, J, G, H is equal to 7 into 5, which is equal to 35 centimeter square. Next, area of BCLK. So BCLK, this portion. Area of BCLK is equal to 13 multiple. See how 13? This is 20. So BC is actually 20 minus 7, that is equal to 13 centimeters. Right? And BCLK, this is the one. And over here, this side is given to you as 8 already because DE is equal to 8. Therefore, CL is also 8. CL is equal to DE is equal to 8 centimeter. So this is equal to 13 into 8, which is equal to 104 centimeter square. Next, visible area is area of KLEF. This is equal to 13 multiplied by 5. So 65 centimeter square. Next, area of KFGJ. This is equal to 5 multiplied 7. That is 35 centimeter square. Next is area of CDEL, which is equal to 8 multiplied 5, which is equal to 40 centimeters square. So we have found out the area of all the visible faces. Now let's add them. So total required area is equal to 105 plus 35 plus 104 plus 65, 35 and 40, which gives you a total of 384 centimeters square. So this is the required answer to the problem. Let's check with the options. We have option A as the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 42. An airplane is carrying 500 passengers, of which 45% are men, 20% are children. The ratio of number of men, women, and children in the lowest form is. So pretty easy question, right? We are given that 500 passengers are traveling, 45% are men, 20 are children. Obviously, the remaining will be women. So total passengers 500. So 45% or you can say men are 45%, children 20%. So how many will be women percentage? 100 minus 45 minus 20%. So women is got to be 65. This is equal to 35%. Right? Let's find out the number of men. 45% of 500. So number of men is equal to 45% of 500. That will be 45 fives is 225. Similarly, children, 20% of 500, 100. Now women is 35% of 500. So 35 fives is actually 215. Let's check it again. Sorry, this is 175. Yeah. 175. So we got them. We had to find out the ratio of men, women, and children. How many men were there? 225. 100. No, sorry, woman is 175. Children are 100. So I think they will go at 25, right? So I'll have 9 is to 7 is to 4. This is the ratio, taking 25 common from all of them. So 9 is to 7 is to 4. We have option D as the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 43. Who is the author of the book Shades of Saffron? Is it Chidanand Rajghata, Kamla Bhasin, Sabha Naqvi, or Arundhati Roy? The correct answer to the question is Sabha Naqvi. Shades of Saffron, from Vajpayee to Modi. By Sabha Naqvi provides a ringside view of Bharatiya Janata Party history from its foundation in 1980 to its emergence as India's main political party when it comes to Vajpayee's years. Naqvi, who has covered the BJP for 2 decades, is at her best. The book exposes fascinating facts about Vajpayee administration in a working when she writes about the interpersonal relationship of key actors like Vajpayee, L.K. Advani, Govindacharya, Pramod Mahajan, and other BJP leaders. It is self evident that the author had direct access to everyone who mattered at the time. Chapters on the nuclear test of 1998 and Govindacharya's Vajpayee, as Mark's remark, are particularly noteworthy. When it comes to Modi years, though, the book isn't as revelatory as one might want. So we have Sabha Naqvi, option C, as the correct answer. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question. Question number 44. Who won the Spanish La Liga title 2019-20? Real Madrid CF, SD Huesca, or Rio Vallecano, or FC Barcelona? The right answer to the question is Real Madrid, option A. Real Madrid was crowned La Liga title 2019-20 champions after they beat Villarreal 2-1 at empty Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium. Their cause was strengthened further by the unexpected defeat of 1-2 defeat of Barcelona in the hands of Osasuna. Karim Benzema was the star of the night for Los Blancos as he scored a brace to help him win their 34th Spanish league title. The Spanish striker scored his first of the match in the 17th minute and followed it with the controversial penalty at the fag end of the contest. So we have Real Madrid, option A, as the correct answer to the question. Next is question number 45. A nail alone can complete a task in 6 days. Bhushan can complete the task in 8 days. Anil and Bhushan undertook the task for rupees 3,200 with the help of the Chaman. They completed the task in 3 days. What is Chaman's share in this earning? Okay, so you are given that Anil can complete the task in 6 days. Bhushan 8 days. Anil, Bhushan, Chaman, they took Anil plus Bhushan and Chaman. The three worked together and completed the same task in 3 days. And work undertook cost was 3,200 rupees. You know one formula, that work is equal to time into efficiency. So looking at that, Anil's 1 day work is Anil's 1 day work is 1/6. Similarly, Bhushan's 1 day work 1 day work will be 1/8. Now, Chaman's 1 day work, I don't know, but we can calculate Chaman's 1 day work, because 1 day work of 3 together. Anil, Bhushan and Chaman's 1 day work is 1/3. So Chaman's 1 day work will be 1/3 minus 1/6 plus 1/8. For that, you can have 1/3 minus, this will be 7/24. So 24, this will be 8 minus this will be 1/24. Correct. Now, ratio of Anil, Bhushan, Chaman. This will be 1/6 is to 1/8 is to 1/24, which will give you 4:3:1. Right? So this is Chaman's share, right? Chaman's share will be 1/4 plus 3 plus 1 multiply 3,200, which will be 1/8 into 3,200, and which is 400 rupees. So this is Chaman's share. That is option B. Hope you got that. Next is question number 46. Again, a mathematical question for you. Shakila incurs a loss of 10% after selling a machine part for 540 rupees. In order to gain a profit of 10%, at what price should Shakila sell the same part? So selling price is given to you as 540, and for that they have a loss of, Shakila has a loss of 10%. So here's a solution. Cost price is equal to selling price plus 0.90 of cost price, right? Because there is a loss of 10%, so it will be 100 minus 10%, which is 90%. That is equal to 0.90. Okay. So now, you know the selling price and the cost price will be. Question number 46. Shakila incurs a loss of 10% after selling a machine part for 540 rupees. In order to gain a profit of 10%, at what price should Shakila sell the same part? So you are given that selling price of the article. If the selling price of the article is 540 rupees, then she incurs a loss of 10%. You know the formula for selling price? It's cost price minus loss percent, that is 10% of cost price, which will give you cost price minus 0.0, sorry, not 0.1, it is 0.10 of CP, which will give me 0.90 of CP. This is equal to selling price. So 540 multiplied by 100 upon 90, this is equal to your CP. This will cancel out and you will have 600 rupees as your cost price. Now, we got the cost price. We want to have a profit of 10%. Cost price came out to be 600 rupees. Profit needed is 10%. For that, the selling price will be, this is 0.10. So cost price will be cost price plus the profit percent of cost price, which is 600 plus 0.10 of CP, which is 600 only, multiplied by 600. So this is 1.10 of 600, which will be 660 rupees. Right? So this is the cost price which is needed in order to have the profit of 10%. So we have option C as the answer. This is the required selling price in order to have the profit of 10%. Next is 47 question. What is the Tamil New Year, also known as Vishu, Vastu Varas, Varusha Pirapu, or Ugadi? It is known as Varusha Pirapu. The New Year in Tamil is known as option C. Tamil people across the world are celebrating New Year on the day of Varusha Pirapu, which is the first day of Chithirai month. This special day is also known as Puthandu, or it's also known as Puthandu or Varusha Pirapu. The most interesting part about Tamil New Year is the Puthandu falls almost on the same day every year in the Georgian calendar. People greet each other saying Puthandu Nalvans Thukal to each other, which translates to Happy New Year. So this is the correct answer to the question, option C. If you look at the other options, if you look at Ugadi, Ugadi is also known as Samvatsardi in the New Year's Day for the days in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka. It is a festival observed in the regions on the first day of Hindu lunisolar calendar month of Chaitra. Vishu is a Hindu festival celebrated in the state of Kerala, Tulunadu region of Karnataka, Mahai district of Union Territory, Pondicherry, neighboring areas of Tamil Nadu, and other communities. The festival marks the first day of Medam, the 9th month in the solar calendar, followed in Kerala. Vestuveras. New Year or Vestuveras is celebrated a day after Diwali, which falls on Shukla Paksha Pratipada of Kartik month. It is also known as Varsha Pratipada or Padwa. The day is celebrated with great favor across the state of Gujarat, and we have option C as the answer, which is Varushu Pirapu, to answer to the question. Next is question number 48. In a computer field, what does LIFO stand for? LIFO stands for lost in, first out, lost in, first out, last in, first out, or left in, first out. Well, this is a question which is related with the data structures. LIFO is an abbreviation for last in, first out. It is a method for handling data structures where the last element is processed first and the first element is processed last. So see over here, if suppose you are having a container which is filled with some balls. So this container, if suppose it's having a blue ball over here, a yellow ball over here, and a red ball over here. So blue ball will come out first if you look over here. And you started filling it. You first of all fill the red ball, then you filled in yellow, then you filled in blue. And while the time of taking it out, you will first of all take out the blue ball. This will be the first one. This is the first one to fill in, second one to fill in, third one to fill in. And This is while fill in and this is for out. While taking it out, blue ball will be taken out first, followed by yellow ball, followed by red ball. So this is the sequence. So that means the last in, first out. So blue ball was last in and it is the first one to get out. Hope you got that. Next is question. So option C is the correct answer to this question. Next is question number 49. Movement for a separate Andhra was called Visan, Whistle Andhra movement, Telugu Andhra movement, Hamara Andhra movement, Azad Andhra movement. So the correct answer to the question is Whistle Andhra movement, option A. The Whistle Andhra movement or Vishal Andhra or Whistle Andhra movement was a movement in post-independence India for a united state for all Telugu speakers, a great Andhra. This movement was led by the Communist Party of India under the banner of Andhra Mahabhasha. Sorry, it's Andhra Mahasabha. The demand to merge all Telugu speaking areas in one state. The movement succeeded and a separate state of Andhra Pradesh was formed by merging Telugu speaking areas of Hyderabad state, Telangana with Andhra state on November 1, 1956 as a part of State Reorganization Act. However, on 2nd June 2014, Telangana state was separated back out of Andhra Pradesh and the Vishal Andhra experiment came to an end. The residual Andhra Pradesh now has approximately same borders as the old Andhra state of 1956. So this came into effect on 1st November 1956. We have option A as the correct answer to the question. Next is question number 50. Which essential element is used in the synthesis of proteins and other compounds in plants? Magnesium, phosphorus, nitrogen, or potassium? The correct answer is nitrogen. It's a major essential element for all organisms and a constituent of proteins, nucleic acids, and other indispensable organic compounds. Although highly abundant, about 78% by volume in the air, its concentrations in soil, crust, rocks, and seawater are relatively low, and the availability of nitrogen is often a limiting factor for plant growth in natural habitats, as well as agricultural crop production. Major forms of inorganic nitrogen in soil are nitrate and ammonium, which plants absorb from the roots. In addition, some plants, like leguminous plants, can fix atmospheric nitrogen symbiotically in association with nitrogen fixing soil bacteria, which is called rhizobia. This is a bacteria which combines the atmospheric nitrogen to the roots of the plants. Hope you got that. We have option C, nitrogen, as the answer to the question. Next is question number 51. Some organisms use simple food material obtained from inorganic sources in the form of carbon dioxide and water. What are these organisms known as? Saprophytes, holozoic, heterotrophs, or autotrophs? Well, the correct answer to the question is autotrophs. Autotrophs or primary producer is an organism that produces complex organic compounds such as carbohydrates, fats, proteins, using carbon from simple substances such as carbon dioxide, generally using energy from light photosynthesis or inorganic chemical reactions. They convert a biotic source of energy For example, light into energy stored in organic compounds which can be used by other organisms, for example, heterotrophs. Autotrophs do not leave a living source of carbon or energy and are producers in the food chain, such as plants on land and algae in water. Autotrophs can reduce carbon dioxide to make organic compounds from biosynthesis and such, and as stored chemical fuel. Most autotrophs use water as reducing agent, but some can use other hydrogen compounds as hydrogen sulfide. So we have option D, autotrophs, as the correct answer. Next is question number 52. Which of the following is not a rational number? Okay, so this is 3 square plus 4 square root. So we have 4 roots over here. You have to find out which is not a rational number. First of all, we need to once discuss what are the rational numbers. Rational numbers are the one which can be written in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. So according to this question, first of all, we have 3 square plus 4 square root, which is 16, 9 plus 16, that is equal to 25 root, which is equal to 5. This is a rational number because this can be written in the form of 5 upon 1. Next one, 12.96. So the root of this will give you 3.6, which again is a rational number. Next one, 125. This is 5 root 5. See, root 5 is irrational because 5 is not a perfect square. Five is not a perfect square, so this is not rational. Next one, root of 900 is 30. Again, a rational number. This can be written as 3.6 upon 1. This can be written as 30 upon 1. So all except option B are rational numbers. Hope you got that. Next is question number 53. If the dimensions of the room are 2, 3, 4, then many cubes of size 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. How many? Here should be how many cubes can be placed in the same room. So first thing, the dimensions of the room are 2, 3, 4. Then the dimensions are this. So let's find out the volume of this. You know the volume of, this is a cuboid. Volume of cuboid, because length, breadth, and height are different, is given by LPH. So volume of room is 2, 3, and 4, which is equal to 24 meter cube. And volume of small cube (1 by 2, 3, 1 by 4), which is equal to 1 by 24 meter cube. Right. So now how many can be placed? Number of cubes will be volume of the cube divided by volume of one small cube, which is equal to 24 multiplied 24, which is equal to 576 cubes. So 576 cubes can be placed in the room. Option A is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 54. Students require 20% marks to pass in psychology. She scored 10% marks and failed by 20%. What are the passing marks? So first thing, marks obtained by the students to pass, it should be 20%. But he scores 10%, he's secured 10% marks and failed by 20 marks. So these are some of the things which are given to you. Now, according to the question, fail percentage is 20. Sorry, not fail percentage is 20, pass percentage is 20. Scored percentage 10. And failed percentage 20, failed by 20 marks. Correct. So first thing, let total marks be X. So according to the question, pass percentage is this. This is what she scored and this is what she failed by. So 20% minus 10% of X is equal to 20. That means 10% of X is equal to 20 or X will be equal to 200. This is the value of the total. This is the number of, this is the value for the total marks, right? And what's asking you, what is the passing marks? 20% was the passing percentage. Passing marks will be 20% of 200, which is 40. So this is passing marks. Option C is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 5. You have to find out the value of the given expression. For that, you have to use the BODMAS rule. Okay, let's go for this. So BODMAS says, I hope you already know, BODMAS says first thing to solve are the brackets, then of, division, multiplication, addition, and then subtraction. So first thing to get solved is this bracket, right? Let's go with this. 1 divided by curly brackets 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6 divided by 3 by 4 minus 1 by 3 gives you 12. 9 minus 4, that is equal to 5, like this. So next thing, division, because there is no of. So 1 divided by, bracket starts 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 6, multiplied by 12 by 5. So you have 1 divided by 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 2 by 5. Now let's add all of them because they are in the brackets. So this will be 1 divided by, the LCM is gonna be 30. 15 plus 10 plus 12. So 1 divided by, this is 25 plus this you will have as 37 upon 30. So 1 multiplied by 30 upon 37, which is equal to 30 upon 37. This is the correct answer. Option D. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question. The Rourkela steel plant started with the inauguration of the first blast furnace by then President of India in 1958, 69, 68 or 59. Well, the Rourkela steel plant, RSP in Rourkela, Odisha, is the first integrated steel plant in the public sector in India. It was set up with West Germany collaboration. Germany collaboration with an installed capacity of 1 million tons in 1960s. It is operated by the Steel Authority of India. On 3rd February 1959, the President Rajendra Prasad inaugurated RSP's first blast furnace named Parvati. And the company was also known as Hindustan Steel Limited. Subsequently, the RSP became a unit of sale. So we have option D as the correct answer, 1959. Hope you got that. Next is question number 57. If the denominator of a rational number is of the form 2 raised to power n into 5 raised to power m, where n and m are non-negative integers, then what will be the decimal expansion of the number? Non-terminating but recurring, cannot be determined, terminating, or non-terminating and non-recurring. Well, a rational number is terminating if its denominator can be expressed in the form of 2 raised to power n into 5 raised to power m. Rational numbers whose denominator is of this form, that means it will cancel out. Okay, see, when you will divide it, you will always have a terminating. decimals. For example, you can have, for example, if I say 4 divided by 10 or 41 divided by 10, which is equal to 241 upon 2 raised to power 1 into 5 raised to power 1. So when you will divide this, you will get 4.1, which is a terminating decimal. Similarly, 41 divided by 20 can be written as 41 divided by 2 raised to power 2 into 5 raised to power 1. When you will divide this, you will get 20.5 upon 10 or 2.05, which is again a terminating decimal. So the answer to the question is option C, terminating decimal. Next is question number 58. Select the number from the given options that can replace the question mark in the series. So you have to find out what will come at the place of question mark. Let's write down the series first. It's 7, 12, 19, question mark, and 39. So to move from 7 to 12, plus 5, plus 7, I don't know what will come over here and over here. So, but one thing, I can see it's plus 5, plus 7. Probably I'll have a plus 9 over here and a plus 11 over here. 19 plus 9 gives me 28 and 28 plus 11 gives me 39. So that means 28 is correct. Option B is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 59. How many factors of the number 21,600 are perfect squares? So let's factorize a given number and then make pair of the same numbers to get the possible square factors. 21,600 can be written as, this can be written as 4 into 4 into 2, 9, 3, 25, which can be written as 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 2, 2, 3 square into 3 into 25. So how many factors of these are perfect squares? 1, 2, 3, and 25 can be written as 5 square and 4. So how many factors are there? Question number 59. How many factors of the number 21,600 are perfect squares? So let's write down the factors of 21,600 first. I'm writing the factors in the form of perfect squares only. So 2 square into 2 square into 2 into 3 square into 3 into 5 square. These are the factors of 21,600. So now let's write down factors that are perfect squares. You know, there is 1 also. So first thing, 1 is a perfect square in itself, right? It's 1. Similarly, 2 is a perfect square. Then 3 is a factor, 3 square is a perfect square, which is 9. Then you have 2 square into 2 square, which is 4 into 4, which is 16. Again, a perfect square. So this is number 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move next. So next is 5 square. I have 25. Then is 2 square, which is 4 into 3 square. That is equal to 9 4s are 36. Again, a perfect square, 5 and 6. So next is 2 square into 5 square, which is equal to 100. Number 7. 2 square, 2 square, 3 square, 144. Number 8. Then 3 square into 5 square, which is 9 into 25. That is 225. Again, a perfect square. Then is 2 square into 2 square into 5 square is equal to 400. Number 10. Then I have 3 square into 5 square into 2 square, which is equal to 900. This is 11. Then 3 square, 5 square into 2 square into 2 square, which is equal to 3600. Again, a perfect square. So I have 12 pair of perfect squares for this number. Right? Option B. Hope you got that. Next is question number 60. In a frequency distribution, the mid value of the class is 12 and the width is 6. The lower limit of the class is, you know one thing, the lower limit, or you can say mid value, is given by lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So you are given mid value as 12. 12 is equal to lower, I don't know, upper, and their width is 6. So width is 6, then that means upper will be L plus 6. You know, lower and upper, for that width is equal to upper minus lower. This is the width. So if you are given the width as 6, then upper will be lower plus 6. This is whole divided by 2. So 24 is equal to 2L plus 6, or 18 is equal to 2L, which gives me lower limit to be 9. So I have option D as the correct answer to this question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 61. Exterior angles of any polygon sum up to. This is a general statement. Exterior angles for any polygon is equal to the sum of exterior angles of any regular polygon sum up to 360 degree. What are the exterior angles? For example, if this is okay, let it be a trapezium only. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are the 4 exterior angles, and the sum of the angles is equal to 360 degree. Always. Let it be a pentagon, hexagon, decagon, or whatever it is, it's 360 degrees only. Next is question number 62. What is the least number which, when divided by 12, 21, 31, leaves the remainder of 6 only? So we are given the three numbers as 12, 21, and 35. Let's take the LCM of these numbers. 12, 21, and 35. When you will calculate the LCM of that, 12, 21, and 35. This will go at, first of all, 3. So we will have 4, 7, 35, then 7, 4, 1, and 5. So you have 3 multiply 7 multiply 4 multiply 5, which will give you 420. This is the LCM. Now, it will always gives you the remainder of 6. So what is the required number? 420 plus 6, which is equal to 426. So option C is the correct answer to the question. Right? Next is question number 63. Among various electrical safety devices, one based on heating effect of electric current is called surge protector, fuse, protective replay, or circuit breaker. The correct answer is fuse. Fuse is based on heating effect on electric current. The fuse breaks if the circuit is a fault occurs in the circuit on the appliance, will get a lot of current to flow. This protects the wiring and the appliance if something goes wrong. It contains a piece of wire which melts very easily. Let's make a circuit for that. So here is some resistance. Here is a battery which is connected. And here is the fuse. Let's make it more clearer. So here is the fuse. Here's the wire. Right? The fuse contains a piece of wire which melts very easily. The current going through the fuse becomes very large, which might disturb your electrical appliance. The wire will heat up and it will melt away, thus breaking the circuit. So option B is the correct answer to the question. Next is question number 64. In a certain code language, Rivari is written as this. And then how is Delhi written in the same code language? To answer the question, we'll be using the same alphabetical place value table that we made earlier. Let's go with this. So first thing, Rivari is written as T, G, Y, C, T, K. Code for T is 20. Let's write it down. G is 7, 25, 3, 20, and 11. R is at 18, 5, 23, 1, 18, and I is at 9. Okay. So let's go from here to here. You have to add a 2. Same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing. So at every step, I'm adding a 2 only. Right? So that means we got our logic. How will Delhi be coded in the same language? D, E, L, H, I. Delhi's D is at number 4. So adding 2 to it, I have 6. The 6 is F. 5, 7 is G. L is at 12 plus 2. 14 is N. Then H is at 8. If I add a 2, I get a 10, which is J. I is at 9. Add a 2 to it, 11, which is K. So F, G, N, J, K. This is F, G, N, J, K is option A. So option A stands to be the correct answer. Next is question number 65. It says, the sum of deviations about the mean is always a standard deviation, positive, 0, or the range. Well, the sum of deviations of the given set of data, their mean is always 0. That is, the sum of positive deviation from mean is equal to sum of negative deviation. Sum of positive deviation from mean is equal to sum of negative deviation from mean. For example, if you take the data like 2, 4, 5, 8, and 11. So here, what is the mean? You know, mean is going to be calculated by sum of the observations divided by the number of observations, which is equal to 6. Okay, now let's calculate the mean deviations. Xi is equal to deviation from mean, not equal to, actually this is the table. So first thing is 2, then 4, then 5, then 8, then 11. So 2 minus 6 minus 4 minus 2 minus 1, 2 and 5. When you will add this will be minus 7 plus 7, which is equal to 0 only. So that means option C is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 66. The expression Ayaram, Gayaram becomes popular in political vocabulary in India to describe Bipin Lal, Durgesh Lal, Gaya Lal, or Jaya Lal. Option C is the correct answer, Gaya Lal. The story dates back to 1967, when first ever assembly elections were held in Haryana. An independent politician named Gaya Lal was elected MLA in elections. Haryana had 81-member legislative assembly then. Gayalal was elected from Hasanpur assembly seat. Within hours of being elected, Gayalal joined Indian National Congress. A few hours later, Gayalal joined United Front Coalition but did not end there. By evening, Gayalal rejoined Congress party. In 9 hours, Gayalal had switched parties thrice. So let's make a chart over here. So within this, he first joined Indian National Congress, and then he joined United Front, Coalition, and then he joined Congress Party, and all this happened within 9 hours. So, in the evening, Congress leader Rao Birendra Singh addressed a press conference in Chandigarh with Gayalal by his side. He said to the media, Gaya Ram ab Aya Ram hai. Gayaram, Ayaram hai. The phrase Gayaram Ayaram was picked by media after Rao Birendra Singh's famous one-liner. Till date, it is used in Indian politics for leaders who jump ship frequently. So option C is the correct answer to the question. Next is question number 67. Select the number from the given options that can replace the question mark in the series. So 243, 222, 317, then what will come at the place of this question mark? First of all, looking at the first one, you have to find out the logic that how you got to this 222. So let's write it down, 243 and 317. So if I subtract both of these, 317 minus 243, this comes out to be 74. And from this 74, if I have to reach 222, I have to multiply it with 3. The same logic will be applicable to these two also. So 548 question mark 621. For that 621 minus 548 gives you 73, which when multiplied by 3 gives you 219. So you will have question mark place will be replaced by 219. Option D is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 68. Who was considered as a symbol of human society that would not glorify machines technology during the Indian national movement? Potter's wheel, handloom, charkha, or spinning jenny? The correct answer is charkha. Charkha was considered as a symbol of human society that would not glorify machines and technology during Indian national movement. Spinning wheel or charkha became not only a symbol of the revolution, but it is now a symbol of synonymous with the power of self-reliance, perseverance, and determination. From then to now, charkha has initiated an upheaval and marked the path of progress for the Indian spinning can industry. So we have option C as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question number 69. Dena Bank and Vijaya Bank have recently merged with which? Bank of Baroda, State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, or Bank of India? Well, it's Bank of Baroda. Vijaya Bank and Dena Bank have merged with Bank of Baroda with effect from 1st April 2019. The bank said all customers will now have access to a total of 8,248 domestic branches and 10,318 ATMs across the country. According to the scheme of amalgamation, shareholders of Vijaya Bank will get 402 equity shares of Bank of Baroda for every 1,000 shares held. In case of Dena Bank, its shareholders will get 110 shares of Bank of Baroda for, in case of Dena Bank, shareholders will get 110 shares of every 1,000 Bank of Baroda shares. For Vijaya, 402 shares for 1,000 shares. Not Bank of Baroda, Dena Bank shares. Right? So we have option A, Bank of Baroda, as the correct answer to the question. If we talk about Punjab National Bank, anchor banks were Oriental Bank of Commerce and United Bank of India merged. So let's move to the next question, 70. Which of the following is not an input device? Is it light pen, plotter, trackball, or touch screen? In context with the computers, what are the input and the output devices? Input devices are the one which feed in information in the computer or data in the computer. And output are the output devices which give out information from computer. So output device is any piece of computer hardware equipment that converts information into human readable form. Some of the output devices are like monitor, printable graphic output devices, plotters, speakers. Light pen is the one in which this is an input device which gives input to the computer. Plotter is the one like there's a sheet of paper and a plotter plots something on the sheet of the paper. This is an output device. Trackball, again an input device. Touch screen, we give information into feed in the information into the computer. This is touch screen is also an input device. So I have plotter as the output device and this is not the input device. So option B is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 71. When was India's 100th space mission launched? September 2010, 12, 14 or 2009? Well, India successfully launched its 100th space mission on 9 September 2012 using its polar satellite launch vehicle to send 2 new satellites into orbit. So option B is the correct answer. The PSLV rocket carries the Astrium Services Spot 6 commercial Earth observation satellite into low Earth orbit in a launch that represented a milestone in the gradual privatization of commercial remote sensing. Operating from Satish Dhawan Space Center, the PSLV also carried 15 kg priorities amateur radio satellite built by Osaka 1. The 1,569 pound or 712 kilogram Spot 6 satellite will be joined in its 435 mile, that's 700 kilometers, polar low Earth orbit by the identical Spot 7 in 2014. So we have option B as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 72. Question number 72. In a row of students, one student is 10th from either end of the row. How many students are there in the row? 22, 19, 20 or 16? Well, it's given one student is 10th from either end of the row. So this is the 10th student. Let it be from the left or from the right. Correct? So that means the total number of students is given by total students is equal to number of students from left plus number of students from right minus 1. Now, why is this minus 1? Because this 10th student is being repeated twice if I'm considering it from both the ends, right? So, number of students from the left were 10, from the right were 10 minus 1, which gives you 19. So, we had 19 students in this case. Option B is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 73. It says a statement is given by, followed by 2 arguments. You have to decide which of the arguments are strong with respect to the statement. First says life expectancy of Indians is increasing. This is the statement. So there are 2 arguments for this. First is yes, people are getting better medical facilities. Second, yes, people are doing more physical exercises now. So let's look at both the cases now. If I look at the first argument, which says yes, people are getting better medical facilities, this is absolutely true. According to the statement, life expectancy of Indians is increasing. This is a correct fit. People are getting better medical facilities. Second, yes, people are doing more physical exercises. This is also true because both the things, they lead to a better life expectancy. So I have both strong. That means option B is the correct answer. Both the statements are strong. So we have option B as the correct answer. Let's move to the next question, number 74, which is Satyajit Ray's famous film about decline of aristocratic zamindari style of living. Option A, Pathar Panchali, Jalsa Ghar, Charulata, or Apur Sansar. The correct answer is Jalsa Ghar, option B. Jalsa Ghar Aka Music Room is a 1958 directed by drama film directed by master Indian filmmaker Satyajit Ray. Based on a short story of the same name by Bangla writer Tara Shankar Bandopadhyay, Jalsa Ghar represents tale of decline of a feudal lord in pre-independence India. Actor in this film was Chubby Biswas, and the story was given by Tara Shankar Bandyopadhyay. So we have option B as the correct answer to the question, Jalsa Ghar. He was also given the Padma Shri Award in year 2020. So let's move to the next question, number 75. Who was the first Indian to win the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913? Rabindranath Tagore, Anand Shankar Roy, Humayun Kabir, or Bishnu De? Answer is Rabindranath Tagore. Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913 was awarded to Rabindranath Tagore because of his profoundly sensitive, fresh, beautiful verse by which he consummate skill. He has made his poetic thought expressed in his own English words a part of the literature of the West. Rabindranath Tagore was a Bengali polymath, poet, writer, playwright, composer, philosopher, social reformer, painter. He was also a fellow of the Royal Asiatic Society. He reshaped Bengali literature and music as well as Indian art with contextual modernism in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Okay. So we have option A as the correct answer. Next is question number 76. Which point on the given number line represents 6 by 5? So this is the 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. 6 by 5. First of all, let's convert it. This can be written as 1 by 5, or this can also be written as 1.2. So let's see. That means this number is greater than 1 and 2 places ahead. And this is 1 over here. This point is 1.1 and this point is 1.2. The next one, 1.3, 1.4, and so on. So we were interested actually in 1.2, which is nothing but R. So option B is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 77. Which port is one of the oldest artificial ports on the eastern coast? Chennai Port, Kandla Port, Visakhapatnam Port, or Paradip Port? The correct answer is Chennai Port. Chennai Port, formerly known as Madras Port, is the second largest container port of India behind Mumbai's Nhava Sheva. It is one of the oldest artificial ports on the eastern coast. The port is the largest one in the Bay of Bengal. It is the third, let's write down first, largest one in Bay of Bengal. Third oldest port among 13 major ports in India, with official ports operations beginning in 1881 through maritime trade, which started much earlier in 1639 on the undeveloped shore. It is an artificial and all-weather port with wet locks. Earlier, there were 12 major ports in India, but with the addition of Vadhavan port in Maharashtra, the number of major ports increased to 13. So, option A, Chennai port is one of the oldest artificial ports on the eastern coasts. We have option A as the answer, and let's move to the next question, number 78. The given pie diagram shows the number of students admitted in different faculties in a college. What part of the total students is admitted in the arts faculty? So, if you look over here, you are given that this one represents Kala, which is arts actually. And we are interested in that part. We won't go with the others are science, law, education, etc. So let's move to the next one. That means you have to find out this is the art, right? And we are interested that this 1200 is part of how much. So that's given by 1200 upon 1200 plus 300 plus 450 plus 650 plus 1000. I think we are done. Plus, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yes, we are done with this. 1200 upon this, adding all of this, you will get 3600. So, you have 1 by 3 as the answer. Let's check with the options. We have option C as the correct answer. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question, number 79. 4 options have been given, out of which 3 are alike in some way and 1 is different. You have to find out the odd one out. So, see, always these type of questions, you have to look at the questions very carefully and find out what logic is being followed in all of them. And then accordingly, you have to proceed. Okay. So, first one is 15, 24. If I look at one thing, when I studied the question carefully, 5 plus 1 gives you 6, 2 plus 4 gives you 6. Next, 7 plus 1 gives you 8, 4 plus 4 gives you 8. 4 plus 2 gives you 6, 5 plus 1 also gives you 6. 3 plus 2 gives you 5. And this 1 plus 3 gives you 4. So that means we have option D as the odd one out. Right? I hope you got this. Next is question number 80. In the given figure, ABD angle is 55 and ACD is 30. BAC is Y degree, non-reflex, non-relax, no, it's non-reflex angle. BDC is X degrees. You have to find out the value of X minus Y. So let's write down first of all the angles which are given. ABD is 55, this angle. And ACD is 30 degree. It's not 300, it's 30 degree. Now, let's say angle BAD is equal to alpha and angle CAD is equal to beta. Now, referring to the triangle ABD, if I make this triangle in triangle ABD and ACD, you have angle ADB as 180 degree minus 55 minus alpha. Also angle ADC is 180 minus 30 minus beta. So from point D, also one thing, angle ADB ADC plus X is equal to 360 degree because the angles around the point are equal to the sum of angles around the point is equal to 360 degree. Angle ADB is 180 minus 55, which is equal to, this is equal to 235 degree. Sorry, not 235. I don't have to add. This is 5 and 3, 135 degree minus alpha, and this is equal to 150 degree minus beta. So ADB was equal to 135 minus alpha plus 150 minus beta plus x is equal to 360 degree, right? Which gives you x minus y Question number 80. In the given figure, angle ABD is equal to 55 degree and angle ACD is 30 degree. BAC is y degree and non-reflex angle BDC is x degrees. You have to find out the value of x minus y. Let's make the clearer figure. So here this is and something like this. So this is A, B, C, and this is, if I'm making a partition of it, here was D. This is, this angle is given to you as x degree. This complete angle is given to you as y degree. Let this angle be alpha, this angle be beta. This is given to you as 55 and this is given to you as 30 degree. Now, I'll split the whole triangle in two small triangles. I'll pick up the first one in triangle ABD and in triangle ACD. In triangle ABD, angle ADB is given to you as 180 minus 55 minus alpha. And angle ADC is 180 minus 30 minus beta. So angle ADB is equal to 125 degree minus alpha. Angle ADC is equal to 150 degree minus beta. These are the two angles. And now let's consider point D. From point D, you have angle ADB plus angle ADC plus angle BDC, which is non-reflex one. This is equal to 360 degree. You know, angles around a point, the sum of the angles is equal to 360 degree. This is equal to 125 minus alpha, 150 minus beta, plus this is given to you as x is equal to 360 degrees. Adding both of them, you get 275 degree minus alpha plus beta plus x is equal to 360 degree. You know, alpha plus beta, these two angles were equal to y, right? So minus y plus x is equal to 360 minus 275, which is equal to 85 degrees, and x minus y came out to be 85 degree, right? We have option A as the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is 81st question, 81st question. You have to select the Venn diagram which best represents the relationship between the given set of classes. Apple, mango, fruits. So, you know, one category. This is the fruits category, right? This class represents fruits. Apple is a type of fruit. Mango is a type of fruit. This one exactly matches with option D, right? A does not represent the correct relationship between apple, mango, and fruits. No, this is not the correct one. Even this. Because fruits, apple is a type of fruit, mango is a type of fruit, but they don't have anything in common. Apple and mango, except being the fruits, they don't have anything in common. So clearly option D is the correct answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is 82nd question. The given number, the given table shows the number of students in a hostel speaking different languages. Hindi is spoken by 25, English 22, Marathi 12, Tamil 9, Bengali 4 students. There is a total of 72 students. Which language is spoken by at least 1 out of 3 students residing in the hostel? So you have said over here, first thing is total number of students is 72. Not degree, sorry. 72 students are there in total. Now, if I'm talking about 1 out of 3, so 1 out of 3 means 33.33%. So, which language is spoken by at least 1 out of 3 students residing in the hostel? So, 1 by 3 of the total students is equal to 24. right? Language which is spoken by at least 1 out of 3 students residing in the hostel. The closest one to 24 is 25. That means it's Hindi. Option C. Right? Hope you got that. Next is question number 83. Small bead-like structures inside the ovary of the flowers is called what? Sepals, petals, stamen, or ovules? Well, these are called ovules. Small bead-like structures inside the ovary of the flowers is called ovules. In seed plants, ovule is a structure which gives rise to and contains the female reproductive cells. It contains 3 parts: integument, forming its outer layer, nucleus, nucellus, and the female gametophyte in its center. Floral style is a stalk which supports a stigma and connects it with the ovary. To have the details, you please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You will have the complete picture with all the labeling, with all the diagram is given to you in the PDF which is available on our website. So do visit there so that you can have a clear picture of it. And next, if we talk about ovary, ovary is the enlarged basal portion of the pistil where ovules are produced. Pistil is the female reproductive part of the flower, and stigma is the part of the pistil where pollen germinates. So that means clearly we have option D as the correct answer. Hope you got that. Okay, if we talk about the rest of them, the stamen, the male reproductive organ of the flower is stamen. Reproductive organ of the flower. And sepals, these actually the sepals pistil, if we talk about question number 83, small bead-like structures inside the ovary of the flowers is called sepals, petals, stamen, or ovules. Well, they are called ovules. The small bead-like structures inside the ovary of the flowers is called ovules. In seed plant, ovule is the structure which gives rise to and contains the female reproductive cells. Reproductive cells. It contains 3 parts, and those are integument, which is forming its outer layer, gametophyte, center, and nucellus. A floral style is a stalk which supports the stigma and connects it with the ovary. If we talk about the ovary, ovary is the enlarged basal portion of the pistil where ovules are produced. Pistil is the female reproductive part of the flower, and stigma is the part of the pistil where pollen germinates. So sepals and petals you already know. If we talk about the sepals, stamen, stamen is the male reproductive organ of the flower. Male reproductive organ of the flower. So hope you got that. Students, one thing more, if you want to have the detailed explanation, the PDF is available on our website, examsnet.com. You can visit there. You will find all the details with the clear diagram and the labeling. Also, you can download our app for the same time. So, ovules option D is the correct answer for the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 84. Who represented the Congress in the second round table conference held in London? Mahatma Gandhi, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Vallabhbhai Patel, or Jawaharlal Nehru? Well, the correct answer to the question is Mahatma Gandhi. Second round table conference was held in London from 7 September 1931 to 1st December 1931 with the participation of Gandhi and INC, that is Indian National Congress. Participant of the second roundtable conference were some British delegates belonging to various political parties, including British Prime Ministers like James Ramsay MacDonald, Indian princely states which were represented by Maharajas, Prince, and Divans. British Indians represented by Indian National Congress, which included Mahatma Gandhi, Rangaswamy Iyengar, and Madan. Muslims, which included Jinnah, Aga Khan, Muhammad Iqbal. Hindus like Jaikar. Then depressed classes, which were represented by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Women, Sarojini Naidu, etc. Liberals, Justice Party, Sikhs, Indian Christians, Parsis, Europeans, Anglo-Indians, industry, labor, landlords, Burma, Sindh, and other provinces. So, Mahatma Gandhi, the question was who represented Congress in the second roundtable conference, which was held in London? It is Mahatma Gandhi, option A. Next is question number 85. This is a mathematical question. So for that, this is the given equation. You have to find out the value of this expression. Let's write down for x squared minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. This gives you x squared plus 1 is equal to 4x. I'll be using the identity a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So let's divide both sides by x. Dividing both sides by x, I get x plus 1 by x is equal to 4. Now let's do the squaring on both the sides. Squaring both the sides. You have x square plus 1 upon x square plus 2 into x into 1 by x is equal to 4 square, which gives you x square plus 1 by x square is equal to 14. Correct? So we have option B as the correct answer. Hope you got that as well. Next is 86th question. Addition to capital stock in an economy is measured by net investment or new capital information, which is expressed as, there are 4 options given. Net investment is equal to this. Net investment is equal to gross investment minus depreciation. Here was plus depreciation. Depreciation is equal to net investment plus gross investment, or gross investment is equal to net investment minus depreciation. The correct answer is net investment is equal to gross investment minus depreciation. The addition to the capital stock in an economy is measured by net investment or new capital formation, which is expressed by this formula, which is expressed in option B. If we talk about the gross investment, it is referred to as the total expenditure that is made for buying goods over a period of time without accounting for depreciation. In other words, gross investment is the amount that a company has invested in particular assets or business as a whole without considering depreciation for the same. And net investment, on the other hand, is the actual addition that is made to the capital stock in a given period of time. So net investment takes into account the depreciation also. And it is calculated by subtracting the depreciation from the gross investment. Hope you got that. With that, we have option B as the answer. Next is 87th question. Read the given statements and conclusions carefully, assuming that the information given in the statements is true, even if it appears to be at variance with the commonly known facts. Decide which of the given conclusions logically follow from the statements. So here are the 2 statements. According to that, let's make a Venn diagram. Okay, so we'll have a better picture of the problem. Now, first says all cases are 4-wheelers. So if I make cases over here, it says all cases are 4-wheelers. So here are the 4-wheelers. Next, all 4-wheelers are vehicles. So here are the vehicles. This is a correct representation of the problem. Now let's read the conclusions. First says all vehicles are four-wheelers. All vehicles are four-wheelers? No, this is not correct. See, these are the vehicles which are not four-wheelers. This portion represents the vehicles which are not four-wheelers, so this is wrong. All cases, second, all cases are vehicles. That's absolutely true. All cases are four-wheelers and all four-wheelers are vehicles. So all cases are vehicles. That means only two is the correct one. Option A is the answer. Hope you got that. Next is 88th question. What protects the inner of the stomach from the action of acid normal conditions? Villi, gastric glands, mucus, or enzyme? Well, the correct answer is mucus. A layer of mucus along the inner walls of the stomach is vital to protect the cell linings of that organ from highly acidic environment within. Gastric mucus is a gel mucus barrier which is secreted. Gel mucus barrier which is secreted by epithelial cells and glandular cells in the stomach wall. It acts as a part of the barrier that protects the stomach wall from the acid and digestive enzymes within the stomach lumen. Again, students, do visit our website. There is a diagram available for the same, which you can visit and have the detailed explanation. If we talk about villi increase, these help to increase the internal surface area of the intestinal walls to make available for a better absorption. Increase internal surface area for better absorption. Next is gastric glands. They are located in different regions of the stomach. They are fundic glands, cardiac glands, pyloric glands. These glands and gastric pits are located in the stomach lining. And if we talk about enzymes, they are the proteins that help speed up metabolism or chemical reaction in our bodies. So clearly we have option C, mucus, as the answer to the question. Next is question number 89, indicating to a woman. Man said, her father is the only son of my father. Okay, so let's have some symbols. The circle will represent a female, square, male, and this vertical line will represent next generation. All right, so indicating to a woman. So let's make that woman over here. She's a woman. I'll put her in a circle. Man said her father. So this is her father, woman's father, is the only son of my father. So here is man's father. So obviously looking at that, man's only son, this is the only son of my father. So my father, only son. That means this person is nothing but the man himself. And the relationship between woman and the man is that the man is father of this woman. Looking at that, option A is the correct one. Next is question number 90. The given table shows the height in centimeter of 90 plants in a garden. How many plants have the height 61 centimeter or more but less than 70 centimeter? Okay, so here starts 61 and here is 70. I don't have to include 70 because I need less than 70. I'll start from this 61. So even this will not be included. So how many plants have the height? 25, 14, 9 and 12. So it is 25, 14, 9 and 12. Looking at that, I have Let's add all of them. It's 39 plus 21, which is equal to 60. So option D stands to be the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 91. 5 people, A, B, C, D, E, are sitting on a table are sitting one above the another on a ladder. Not necessarily in the same order. B is sitting above A with one person between them. Okay, let's make it. Okay, here are the 5 positions. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. First, it says B is sitting above A and one person between them. So B can be anywhere, right? Above A and one person between them. So B can be here, B can be here, or B can be here, right? And accordingly, A will be having its position. So this is just in our mind. I'll just keep this thing in your mind. Next, it says second one, only 2 people are sitting between A and C. Okay. So I'll just say it over here. First is B is sitting above A. So if B is here somewhere, I don't know. I'm just not numbering it. So B is sitting somewhere, A is sitting below her, him or her, and there is one gap between them, one person between them. Only 2 persons are sitting between A and C. So 2 persons are sitting between A and C. So that means for sure, A and C, 2 people are sitting. So here I will have A at this place, B at this place, and C at this place. Right? Only 2 people are sitting between A and C. C is not sitting on the top. So C is not sitting on the top. That means only A's position is over here. Because C is not sitting over here, that means A will come at the 5th position. 4th is blank till now. B is at 3rd, C is at 2nd, and 1st is also blank. Now it says that who is sitting in the middle. Okay. So we are left with, ignore this one. We are having this arrangement. We are left with the D and E. We are told nothing about them. So one thing is D will be here and E will be here. This is the first arrangement. The second arrangement can be D will sit here and E will sit here. So in any of the 2 cases, who is sitting at the center position? It is B, right? So option D is the correct answer to the question. Hope you understood this. Next is 92nd question. A team is to be selected from 13 players. These are the players from P1 to P13. There will be 7 players in the team. Okay, the team is going to have 7 players and P2 cannot be selected with P1, P6 or P4. So let's write down first things which cannot sit with which. P2 cannot sit with P1, P6 and P4. Next is P7 cannot sit with P2, P10, P11 or P13. One thing more, it is said P4 cannot sit with P2, P10, P11, P12. P8 and P13 both are selected, then P5, P8 and 13. If both are selected, then P5 also has to be selected. Okay, so these are the 4 conditions which are given. Now let's read option 1. P1, P3, P4, P5, P6, P8 and P9. So in this, P8 and P13 is always with P5, right? P8 and P13 is always with P5. That means no. So P13 is also not present over here with P8 and P5. This is wrong. Second one, P1, P6, 11, 12, 13, 3 and 4. In this P8 and 13, we say that again the same thing. P13, P8, P5, they are missing. So this is wrong. Also, one thing more, P4 cannot sit with P11 or 12, which has been paired, right? So this is wrong. Let's read the 4th one, P1, P3, 4, 5, 8, 9, and 13. This is exactly, it satisfies all the 4 conditions. Next, last one, P3, 5, P2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 13. In this, P2 and P7, both together, but there's a condition that P2 and P7, they can't be together. See over here. The second one, they can't be together ever. So this is also wrong. We are left with option C only. This is the correct answer. Hope you got that. Next is question number 93. It says if multiply stands for addition, division stands for subtraction, plus stands for multiplication, and minus stands for division, then you have to find out the value of 10 multiply 4 divided by 4 minus 2 plus 1. So let's do the substitution. First of all, you will have 10 plus 4 minus 4 divided by 2 multiply 11. According to board mass, I'll be solving this first. 10 plus 4 minus 2 multiply 1. So 10 plus 4 minus 2, 14 minus 2, that is equal to 12. And I have option A as the correct answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 94. Select the number from among the given options that can replace the question mark in the series. So here is the given series. Let's write it down. 22, 23, 26, 7, 30, 31, and the question mark. From here to here, you have to add a 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. So of course, I'm going to add a 3 and I'll have 34 over here. Looking at that, we have option C as the correct answer. Right? Next is question number 95. Arrange the words in the alphabetical order. Okay, so you know the alphabetical order. It's A, B, C, D till Z, right? So M comes before S and P. Let's consider mild and moderate first, because M comes before severe and profound, M and S and P. So looking at that, I comes before O because M and M are common. Therefore, this is going to be the first one. Mild is going to be the first one. The second position will be held by moderate. If we go with the third one, severe and profound. So P always comes before S. That means I'm having D option at the third number and fourth is having occupied by severe. Looking at that, option C is the correct answer to the question. Hope you got that. Next is question number 96. The given table shows the number of electric bulbs sold in a shop during a week. So 6 days, Monday till Saturday, there are 6 days. So these are the number of bulbs sold on which day sale is closest to the average sale of the week. So let's find out first thing, average sale of the week. This is given by total sale, which is 25 plus 100 plus 150 plus 200, 75 and 90. This is the whole divided by 6 days, Monday to Saturday. Let's add them. 125 plus this. So this is 125 plus 350 plus 165, which will whole divided by 6. This is going to give me a total of 640 divided by this, which is 106.66 approximately. Right? Or 67. Now this is closest to 100. If I look at all the given options, this is closest to 100. That means Tuesday is the correct answer to the question. Option D. Hope you got that. Next is question number 97. Select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. WSOK. To solve this question, I'll be using the same alphabetical place value table which we discussed before. I already told you this is a very important table because number of questions will be solved using this. So here is W, S, O, K and a question mark. W is at position number 23, S is at 19, 15, 11. So clear, right? Minus 4, minus 4, minus 4, minus 4 is 7. And the 7th position is held by G. Looking at that, option B is the correct answer to the question. Hope you got that. Let's move to the next question. Question number 98. Kriapa, Kargil, Katari, Mankshaw, and Subrito have 5 different sedans in Sainik schools. Are 5 different sedans in Kargil, Sainik school. Kargil is, okay, we are given some arrangement of their order, right? Let's read it one by one and then we will proceed with placing them. First of all, there are 5 different sedans, right? And we have to clarify their, we have to find out their positions. There are five sedans, right? First, it says Kargil is to the right of Subrito. So Kargil, if I'm taking Subrito over here, Subrito. So Kargil will be on the right side. Katari is to the left of Kriapa. I don't know where it is, but one thing is for sure that Katari is to the left of Karyapa. Okay, and to the right of Kargil. Okay, that means this whole thing is actually there. Okay, this whole thing is to the right of Kargil. Subrito is to the right of Mankshaw. Subrito is to the right. That means Mankshaw is over here. Now we got the correct arrangement. Mankshaw is here. Here is Subrito. Kargil, Katari, and Karyapa. Correct. Now is in the middle? Kargil. Option B. Hope you got that. Next question number 99. D has a brother of A. D has a brother A. Okay. Again, the same thing. We'll be picking up everything and we'll be discussing their order. First thing, have some terminology symbols over here. Circle will represent a male. Circle will represent a female and square will represent a male. Straight line, horizontal, siblings, vertical line, next generation. Then this line, married couple. Okay. Now, first thing it says you, D has a brother A. So I don't know whether D is a male or female, but A is a male because D has a brother A. D is son of C. So that means D is also a male. D is son of C. I don't know C is a male or female. Leave it. Next, B is C's father. So B is a male and father of C. Right? Next, what is the relationship of, what is A of B? So of course, A is grandson of, right? Using this table, it is so easy. Correct? Option B is the correct answer to this question. Hope you got that. Next is the last question of the paper, question number 100. Here we go. Select the word from the options which is similar to the given words in certain manner. Stable, burrow, nest. Okay, let's have the meaning of every word, then we will discuss the answer. Stable means fixed or which is unlikely to change. Burrow is the hole made by certain animals, of course, to live there. Then if I talk about nest, it is the home of certain birds or animal or insects, right? Okay. Slim means thin or fit or not fat. Then we have the herd. A herd is a large number of animals. Number of animals that live and feed together. City is a large town. Then is the home of certain wild animals. Okay. So now we have to choose a word which is similar to the meaning. Stable, fixed. We live in a fixed stable like house, something, house stable. Burrow, again, the hole which is made by animals for living purpose. Nest has the same meaning. So looking at that, slim is not the similar one. Herd is not the similar one. City, not the similar one. But yes, 10 is of course the similar one. So we have option D as the answer because den is also a home to certain wild animals. Stable means a home type thing, which is stable, fixed, burrow, nest. They are all homes. So with that, we have completed all the 100 questions of this paper. I hope students, this was a lot beneficial for you and this helped you to enhance your preparation for the exams. And one more thing, students, do visit our website, www.examsnet.com. There you will find not only this, but a variety of entrance exam question papers. You can also download our app. The link is available in the description box. So keep shining, keep rising high. Best of luck for your exams. That's all for this paper. Bye.